Girl groups. In K-pop, many girl groups have a primarily female audience. Not to say that men can't enjoy K-pop, but fanboys you see in girl groups are either homosexual or a matcha drinking tote bag wearing freak. And in rare cases, you have the exception, me. I'm the only good one here. The other ones you can like totally ignore. But with all of this, we have the anomaly.
SSERAFIM.
Go into one of their shows and you will be in a sausage fest. But why? Why do men like SSERAFIM so much? Well, I'm not sure, but as a dude, I think the key factor here is safety. Most girl groups always have this specific girlhood experience, lack of a better term, but as a guy, you don't always know how to enter that space without feeling like you're out of place. You can like it, but you always feel like a creep for some reason. Like, I'm a grown-ass dude giggling at girls doing the Pocky challenge. It's not bad. You can totally like it, but it's just not your world. For me, the stream doesn't always give you that exact barrier. It's not a complete switch, but it does give more inclusive vibes. Can't exactly pinpoint it, but they feel very human, and I think that plays a big role in it. It really shows within them. They're not always shown perfect, and that's less intimidating for men. Like, instead of watching little sisters be all cutesy, it's like being the younger brother but with drunk older sisters. Other than the members themselves, we have to talk about the music. They will make grown men yell girling girling because it's fire. I think for me personally, their music never feels try hard. When you hear their songs, you feel the intent. They're not convincing you. They're like, this is how it is. Welcome to the topic. Like when you listen to something like Magnetic by Islet. Oh, so that's how they use it. Like it's magnetic, but you don't really like digest it until you really think about it. Listening to SSERAFIM, you hit play and you're just hit with
An angel dressed like crazy.
like you wouldn't expect that. You think they would go like, oh, you make me crazy boy, you make me crazy boy, or something like that. You never expect anything with their songs and the expectation being on par. But then you might ask, what the hell does that have to do with men liking SSERAFIM? Well, I think it's their aura. Alright, stay with me now. The aura their music brings to the table really defines themselves. SSERAFIM's aura is different than most other groups that I've seen. All girl groups have aura, but SSERAFIM has different aura. Look at this, bro. Look. This is aura. This is aura. Like, they look like the Akatsuki here. Overall, I think their aura plays a really big part in why men like SSERAFIM. They are cool. Like, you could see them. You could see yourself with them saving the world. The complete opposite of SSERAFIM is Islet. You rarely see any straight male Islet stans, and I ask why. Well, they're very little sister coded. For a lot of men, I think it's just uncomfortable to stand in a group that feel like you're babysitting your little sister and her friends or something like that. For me, it doesn't really feel too awkward. I can deal with it. That's why you don't see a lot of straight men supporting Islet. It's rare. It's rare, but it happens. Like that one person. Their music too, very dreamy, very nostalgic, very youthful. For a lot of males, the youthful aspect for girls doesn't really hit with them. It's like the most preppy cottagecore girl you know listening to straight gangster rap. Like imagine she just pulled up King Von on her phone. Like it just doesn't work, right? And I think Islet is like very in that young girl territory, while other artists like Biba Doobie and like Leve, Faye Webster, people could still get into because it's still like in that territory of like matureness. Islet is very youth. But not to say SSERAFIM's the complete odd one out. They are just mostly known to be the one with the most male fans. I could say the safety factor for Twice too. They have a lot of male fans, but I think overall girl groups will always have more girl fans. But that's not a bad thing, at least for me. It makes it more feel sacred to me because I will never know anyone else watching film logs for comfort. How I found SSERAFIM was like finding a gem. I just undergone the most frustrating breakup I had, and I remember that J1 exists. I had stopped liking K-pop a few years ago, but for the time that I did, I stand as one. And I knew J1 and Sakura got into a new group, but that's it. So imagine the shock on my face as I see this absolute gem of a Chaewon rebrand. Like, what? Like, the last time I checked, like, she was the princess. A little off topic, but that's a topic for another time. One other thing though, the male fear knots are a little crazy in the crowd. Cause tell me why. There's compilations of them barking in the crowd. I mean, I probably would have barked too. I was saying. Overall, I think men cater to the SSERAFIM because they feel safe, included, and diverse. And one more thing.
Do you know SSERAFIM? They're an awesome group. I don't know what that is. Sounds like a perfume or a shampoo.
Yunjin's realness also really adds into it. She's one of the most transparent idols I've ever seen, and with their naturally cozy charisma, it makes a great comfort zone for men. And I don't think we should judge men for this. Except the Chaewon guy, you can judge him all you want. And like Chaewon said, you have
to look it.